If a man is called upon to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets even as Michelangelo painted or Beethoven composed music or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep the streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will pause to say, "Here lived the greatest street sweeper who did his job very well." So when I found out I made the finals, true story, I was really thinking about, I don't know if I belong in this group. I don't know if I should keep going. And I got an email from one of our math teachers, a guy named Robert Phelan, who just won the Lions Club Teacher of the Year award. And he doesn't know this story, but I said, "Hey Rob, great job, congratulations." He had sent me one first saying, "Mike, congratulations." And I thought the email was done there. And then he says, "Hey, we really have an opportunity to showcase our amazing students in our community through these awards." And then something clicked. I said, he's right. He's right. We have an opportunity not to celebrate anything that we're doing, but to celebrate our building, our awesome principal, our awesome teachers, our guidance counselors, the kids, the people that make this place so special. And so if the spotlight comes back to Thurmont, if it comes back to Catoctin High School, it comes back to our faculty, that's a good thing.
He's got a great smile, and I just want him to know that whenever anyone's having a bad day, he can tell, and he definitely makes it a lot better. He just cares so much about everyone.
He has all of the qualities that you would look for in a good friend. He is loyal, he's trustworthy, he's professional, all of those things. So I think that people really feed off of that, and they see that in him, and he's so genuine with every person that he comes across.
We are extremely lucky to have Mike Franklin here. This community is extremely lucky to have Mike Franklin, and they're very well aware of that. I think everybody in this area loves him dearly. Everybody in the school loves him, and it's well earned. I think one of the greatest things about Mike is he's been able to influence a whole generation of kids that have come through this building at this point, and he's done it by just really being a servant leader. He's so humble, and he's such a good person. As a teacher, he really is the gold standard in teaching. If it was just on teaching, he's among the best I've ever met. But there's so much more to him than just the teaching part. His influence on the coaching world, his influence on kids outside of the building, kids that have nothing to do with athletics, is just incredible. And it's just been a real privilege for me in the time I've been here to watch that. He's made me a far better, certainly made me a far better principal, but he's made me a far better person just by his influence.
I'm a school counselor, but I was in PE, so he was my department chair. And I had just moved to the counseling department, and I was sitting in on a 504 meeting, for another student, and this student was a good athlete, good student for the most part, but just off task, And he came into the 504 meeting, and the parents had called the meeting and stuff, and he says, "You just got to give a care. Like you don't give a care about any of this stuff." And that kid, his senior year, this was freshman year, senior year, because he was on my caseload and stuff, and we were talking, and I said, "Who was really influential, in this building to you?" And he's like, "You know what? Remember that 504 meeting we had? It was like Coach Franklin really kind of got after me and told me that I had to care about what I was doing and that really made a difference." And I said, "You remember that?" I remembered it, but I didn't think he really would, And he's like, "It took me a while, but after that freshman year, I just kept hearing that. And I said, "So that really made a difference?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just couldn't get that out of my head. That was something that just kind of drove me, that I knew that I needed to really care about what I was doing, or I was gonna just stay where I was at." And so that's just one instance where you don't think that it might have made a difference, but a lot of it is who the delivery came from.
we all bring something to the table, and he knows that, and he loves that about everyone, and he lets us express it in that class, and it's awesome.
They change my day. You know, when you see kids that are overcoming things, I mean, how can you know, watch that and not think I can do all things? Or how can you be upset when you look at the things that our kids today are powering through, whether it be home issues, physical, you know, special needs. They're so motivational, inspirational, and so, you know, we're supposed to be motivating them, but how many times do they motivate us? It's exciting, and yeah, you know, when I hit the floor in the morning, I run to work, I'm so excited because our kids are awesome. You know, we can draw from them.
You know, you were made perfect. You're not perfect, but you were made perfect. And you guys may make mistakes, but listen, guys, you are awesome. You have great things ahead of you, and I love every day teaching you guys. Thank you for everything. Appreciate it.